Hi guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and this message is my personal being made political. For any of you guys who are recovering from a narcissistic situation, relationship, narcissistic abuse, if you've noticed narcissistic tendencies within yourself and you don't like it, or if you are just on a healing journey and removing narcissistic individuals from your life, this message is something I felt really called to share and to bring. I channeled some writing. I want to read it, but I just want to say that I want to be really open, honest, and vulnerable with you guys. And like I say, the personal is political here. I'm a women's studies and sociology graduate, and my vulnerability has always been something where I've been able to see my life and my struggles and the lessons that were meant for me. And I feel like there is power in sharing that. And for any of you guys who may benefit from my struggle and my now ability to see truth and clarity from it, I just hope that this brings some peace to somebody and some encouragement through this. So keep an open mind and an open heart throughout this. If I trigger you, I absolutely apologize. Okay, I don't intend to. It was really difficult for me to do this. I tried to record it a couple times and my voice was shaking because truth is hard to get out sometimes. But so my truth, before I read what I wrote, is I was in a very narcissistic relationship that has taken me years and years to remove layers and layers of trauma from, and it's taken longer than the actual relationship to remove our self-doubt is one of the things as well, the kinds of manipulation, the kinds of tactics, war tactics is what I just heard as well. Archangel Gabriel has joined us as well. He's asked to be here, and Archangel Michael and Metatron. So guys, whatever I say about this, just if it triggers you, how, why, and how do you move forward, okay? And it's up to you guys and your active free will and your grassroots evolution and, making the choices that are right for you in this world and standing true in your authenticity. So my situation, it took years to really see the damage that was done, and I look back on it now and being a women's studies graduate, well, what happened? I'm not the only person that this has happened to. And I talk to other people that this isn't just men, women, this is everyone, right? We all have some kind of toxic person or situation or relationship in our life. And, this, I just hope it benefits. So guys, I'm going to read you what I wrote. And this is Halloween. But before I read you what I wrote, what I want to say is, I got a channeling of The Rock, right? My kids, we all love The Rock. And The Rock says, it doesn't matter, right? What doesn't matter? Whatever you want from them, they're not going to give you, okay? If it's something where they will come down to one thing, you might always feel pain because they never apologized or they never told you the real reason, or, they never really showed you affection. Whatever they held over you, whatever the things were that were used as manipulation tools or tactics, we need to let go and detach of them because they bank on your having an attachment to them. It gives them this narcissistic supply of you constantly coming back looking for an answer, and they get to hurt you and deceive you, or whatever the situation may be, again and again. Okay, so I'm going to just start so I don't run out of time. I am going to pull some cards after to help release any of this, but I wanted to get through my channeling, okay? So this again is, if you're dealing with narcissism or recovery from a narcissistic situation, and pain from a narcissistic situation, understand that sorry guys if I get messed up. Understand that we may never receive a proper or sincere apology. They will not care or emphasize when you cry, and honestly, sometimes they want to see the tears. It is important that as we detach from the emotion of the situation and heal, we start to see more visibly where the abuse or manipulation was, and it makes it a lot harder for it to continue when we become conscious of it. Call out the behavior and stand tall. Remove yourself from the situation. Little to no contact is best if possible. Remain vigilant in your truth and authenticity. If you are unable to go no contact, shield yourself. Use black stones such as onyx, black obsidian. I'm hearing hematite as well, which is kind of like a silvery thing. And ground yourself. So the negative energy from this or these individuals or situations cannot enter your force field and disrupt your power. You have to release this attachment to ever getting the truth, because they will see the attempts to get the truth, apology, or whatever outcome you hope for as something to hold over your head or as a power over you. Don't give it to them. Don't give them your power. Power dynamics. So there may have been, I'm hearing power dynamics with sex, giving and receiving rarely in balance. Will use emotional abuse tactics to keep you in their drama or toxicity. And some of the stuff with that, again, that's the feed or the supply. That's what they see as love, because they're damaged fucking individuals who their mama must not have loved them as much as they should have as a baby or something, because, sorry guys, but cleanse your energy field regularly with salt water baths, energetic healing, sound, frequency, vibrations, smudge. So lately I've been using Palo Santos. Light it up. Just ask as you run it up and down your body that spirit removes any negative attachments or energies, and ask it to go out the window or do it outside with love and transmute into the world with love. No, you're no longer holding the negativity. You can use sage, cedar, sweetgrass as a blessing as well, because after we get rid of this negativity, we also want to bless ourselves, recharge. The same as we ask things to go out with love, we want to give ourselves a little bit of healing after. So it's kind of sweetgrass. And you can also get essential oils at some reserves, or even if you're looking online, like the Canadian cedar. I like that one for the cedar. If you want to use it in the tub too, it's great. Or the sweetgrass, you can also get an essential oil, so if you don't burn. Ensure that you ask to remove any negative or draining attachments. Narcissists feed on drama because attention can be guaranteed to them. They will use them to manipulate you. They will cause fights and purposely ruin plans or sabotage the situation to win. The only way for you to win in these types of relationships or situations is not engage. However, note that it may get pretty unpleasant, or you may exceed the narcissistic rage. The more the narcissist feels exposed, remember to shield, use your stones, and respond with love to the situations, yourself, and others involved by choosing not to engage. And choosing words carefully, because as they get the feeling they're losing their hold or grip on you, they will fight nasty. Get out if you can and talk to people who you trust about the situations and struggles. Remember, your feelings are valid, but sometimes walking away is the only way to save yourself. Be kind with yourself as you remove the layers, and always see the rainbows and blessings. I'm also being so in between here is to see situations for what they truly were. See yourself for the powerful being you truly are. As you release the hold, hurt, memories, emotions, we allow love to move more freely and enter our lives, and we will not tolerate what damages our soul any longer. Love and light. And I was really guided to say Akasha and a sun, and I don't know if they channeled that to me, some of it, or if this was I feel like part of my Akashic record probably was, to remove this trauma from my life, to remove the line of it as well. And I've had to remove a lot of situations from my own life and my reactions and my responses, and how that situation caused so much damage within me. I became not myself in places where I didn't like myself because of something that they used as a tactic to hurt me or against me. And it's been able to, not everybody's going to do this to you, right? Not everybody's going to hurt you in the same way. And that's where trust, we really need to be able to heal and allow even to have someone that we trust to talk about this. It takes the healing, right? So I had at the end too that to discuss that it's been an experience as part of my life and part of my journey, and part of my healing journey has been to share my story just in case it helps any of you guys heal. I can say these things. I don't need to get into specifics, right? To say that it's taken a long time to even be able to say what I said without crying, because, and then to remove some of this too. Fire ceremonies I was asked to talk about. I burned some of the items that I had that were that this person in this relationship ever touched that I owned. Okay, and I ripped them apart page by page if it was a book, and I just fucking watched it go. And I feel like if you don't have anything, what you can do is I maybe to do this, right? Write down things that you held, or things that changed you, things that, from this situation you needed to heal, and the toxicity that needs to be removed. Write them on paper into little pieces. Put them in something that you can burn it in, and burn it, and